welcome to the deep dive. Today, well, we're looking at something really crucial in medical tech, something that maybe gets overlooked sometimes.
Yeah.
It's those quiet innovations, the ones that genuinely transform things for patients and clinics.
Yeah.
Specifically, we're diving into transcranial magnetic stimulation TMS therapy and focusing on one device, the Blossom TMS from SEBERS Medical.
Right.
We're going to unpack, I think, 3 key features that are more than just advancements. They seem like real solutions.
And that's spot on. Because in medical tech, especially for something sensitive like TMS, the device design, it's not just about function. No, it's about access, comfort, making sure it works consistently. So our goal today isn't just what these features are.
It's the why.
Exactly. Why they're such a big deal for the clinicians using them and for the patients receiving care, how it improves that whole journey.
Okay, let's get into that first feature then, because I think this solves a hidden hurdle, maybe. The Blossom TMS works with standard 120-volt outlets. Now, plug-and-play simplicity sounds good, but in a clinic, what does that really mean day to day? Because you'd assume this kind of tech needs, special power setups.
Well, you've really hit on a major point there. Historically, getting a TMS machine, it wasn't just buying the machine. It was often a huge infrastructure cost. Clinics, especially smaller ones or ones trying to open a new site, they faced big renovation bills.
Wow.
Complex electrical work, permits. It took time and money. So this 120-volt compatibility, it is genuinely a game changer.
Just plug it in the wall.
Just like your computer, plug it into a standard outlet. And that's not just, convenient. It's about making the therapy accessible.
Right.
It removes this massive barrier, both logistical and financial. So more places and different kinds of clinics can actually offer TMS.
So it's way beyond convenient and actually opens doors for clinics.
Yeah.
Less cost, less hassle. That's fascinating. Okay, let's shift gears to the second feature. This tackles another common issue, right? Noise.
Oh, yeah.
I've been around these machines. Many TMS devices, they can be pretty loud. You hear that whirring, the air cooling, maybe the coils themselves.
You're absolutely right. Noise is a huge factor and often underestimated.
How does Blossom deal with that? Because that noise must affect the patient experience, surely.
It really does. Imagine you're there for therapy, trying to relax, and there's this loud machine right next to you.
Not ideal.
Not at all. It can really detract from the experience. So Blossom uses this innovative sealed oil cooling system.
Oil cooling?
Yeah. So unlike air cooling, which needs noisy fans and often uses hollow coils that can sort of amplify sound.
Right.
The oil inside the coil itself, it acts like a sound barrier, an incredibly effective one.
So the oil dampens the sound.
Exactly. It just absorbs those sound waves. The result is it's much, much quieter during operation.
Yeah. So the oil is not just for cooling, it's engineered silence in a way. That's quite clever.
It is.
And does that quietness, does it really make a difference? Like a noticeable ripple effect for the patient?
It absolutely does. It translates directly into better patient comfort.
Makes sense.
Patients feel more at ease, maybe less anxious. They can engage better with the session. And it's not just the patient, it makes for a calmer environment for the clinician too.
Sure.
Which, could even contribute indirectly to better outcomes. It's funny how something like noise level, seemingly small, impacts the whole therapeutic journey, isn't it?
It really is something you might not think about until you experience it. And, okay, I'm seeing a pattern here with this oil cooling. It's pulling double duty, isn't it? Because beyond the noise, keeping these devices at the right temperature, keeping them cool and consistent, that's vital too.
Exactly.
So how does that same oil system help with temperature? And why is that temperature control so important?
Yeah, it's a great example of elegant multifunctional engineering. The oil's main job, you could say, is dissipating heat.
Right, cool.
It makes sure the coil stays consistently cool, even if it's being used for a long time, like in back-to-back sessions. And that precise temperature control, it's critical.
Why is that?
Well, several reasons you might not immediately jump to. First, performance. It ensures every magnetic pulse is consistent, accurate, effective.
Okay, reliability.
Yes. Second, longevity. Overheating is a killer for electronics. So keeping it cool helps the device last longer, protects that investment.
Right. Reduces wear and tear.
Precisely. And crucially, it protects the internal components, which ties into the overall safety and effectiveness for the patient during every single session.
So it's performance, lifespan, and safety.
All tied back to that smart cooling design. It really shows a thoughtfulness about reliability and patient well-being.
Okay, so let's bring these three things together then. We've got the simple plug-in power.
Standard outlets.
The really quiet operation thanks to the oil.
Yep, much less noise.
And that same oil, keeping things cool and consistent for performance and safety.
That's it.
Taken together, these innovations, they really seem to highlight SEBERS Medical's focus on, well, a better experience for everyone involved.
I think that's right.
It makes the Blossom device sound like maybe an ideal choice for providers who really want the best for their patients and their clinic.
It certainly presents a strong case.
So, for you listening, what does all this tech talk actually mean? What's the bigger picture here?
Well, it means that these design choices, which might seem small or incremental on their own, collectively, they make a real positive difference in people's lives. The people getting the treatment, it ties directly into what SEBERS Medical seems to be about, advancing mental health care with top-notch tech.
Not just tech for tech's sake.
Exactly. Tech that works better in the real world. It makes you think, doesn't it? How careful design, right down to the cooling system, really impacts patient outcomes and the quality of care. They're not just features on a spec sheet.
No.
They're enablers of better healthcare.
Right. What a fascinating deep dive today, really peeling back the layers on the Blossom TMS.
Yeah.
It shows how that attention to detail, power, cooling, noise, it can really shape how therapy is delivered and how effective it is. It's a great reminder, I think, that true innovation isn't always the big flashy thing. Sometimes it's the quiet, smart fix to a fundamental problem.
And maybe a final thought for you to consider. Just reflect on how this kind of ongoing innovation in medical devices, it doesn't just boost functionality.
Right.
It genuinely transforms the comfort, the safety, that whole experience for both patients and the clinicians working with them. It's amazing how these technical details really support the human side of care.
Absolutely. So stay curious about these kinds of advancements.
Yeah.
Think about how technology, often in these quiet, clever ways, just keeps pushing healthcare forward, improving lives one thoughtful design choice at a time.